The story starts before we came here, because I worked here in a previous life as a student going through uni. I worked for a catering company that had the contract to work here for John Hurt. So back in the late 70s, early 80s. John had it from 1965 right through to we moved in 95. 1854 it was built. In 2000 we put a marquee in here in the courtyard to increase our capacity.
2006 we bought it?
2006 we bought the premises, the freehold, from John. He wanted to get out, and then in 2009 we decided that we would bite the bullet and put a permanent structure here, because the marquee could only work summertime. There was no option for anything during the winter. We thought there was a need for something corporate back in those days, so we built a function space that was able to do both corporate and weddings. The vision there was a must-have on the plans, because on a summer's evening this is just magnificent.
We have had many taglines across the years, but one of them was anywhere, anytime, which is pretty much when we didn't have this space, we had to go out in order to have enough income, so we would go anywhere at any time. It was Hugh and his absolute food passion and desire to do things differently, which is continued.
Not differently, better.
Better, that's right. It's always got to be better. I forgot that. It's got to be better.
Better.
We've been really fortunate through the journey that if it's something significant in Geelong, we generally get an option to help. So we had a conference that was called Impact, and it was an international conference. They put up a marquee. We did the cocktail party for 800. We then did a barbecue on the Wednesday night. We then did a sit-down dinner on the Thursday night. Then we followed that up with 4 weddings on that weekend. But it's just so great to be able to work with. We were working with tourism, Davis Cup. When Davis Cup came to Geelong, we actually were looking after the Davis Cup team. The football club, we had 2007, they won their premiership. Where do you think they were at 1 a.m. in the morning? They were right here.
That was before this was built.
And then 2009, we hid them in the middle of Deakin. Repeat business is absolutely key, and making people feel special is so important.
When we did a market review of our insurances, Adroit was a name that came to us as being a quality provider in Geelong, so we hit them up. In the end, Adroit did present to us something that we felt comfortable with. Our circumstances had changed significantly because we had taken on more work, we'd got more vehicles, we'd just expanded, and we were doing things differently. So it's always good to get an opinion on how you need to cover yourself. I think it's the public risk, the chance that somebody will do something and we will cop the fall for it.
I mean, it's the dance floor. Let's be honest.
It's tripping over themselves as they leave the building. It's being hit by a car as they cross the road. It's all that stuff. Things that are within our control, don't worry me, because we've got them covered. It's the one where the public is involved and they're likely to do something that's not considered, and we cop the brunt of it. Thankfully, none of that yet either.
Touch wood.